My name is Damien. I'm an employment lawyer in Oregon and Washington, and this is 120 Seconds, an occasional web series from Klein Munsinger, where we answer an employment law question that all lawyers need to know the answer to. Today's question: can an employer require their workforce to get the COVID-19 vaccine before returning to work in person? The answer generally is yes. Employers are allowed to require their employees to be vaccinated against COVID-19 before returning to work in person if they choose to adopt such a policy. This is common in a few fields already. Think about education, where you have to have certain vaccines in order to enroll as a student, and also the healthcare field. Many employers routinely require their employees to get vaccinations against things like the H1N1 virus, as well as to get the annual flu shot in order to interact with patients. I think the reason we're seeing so many questions from workers now about this topic is that companies well beyond the education and healthcare field are considering imposing a COVID-19 vaccination mandate for their workers who are coming back to work. There are two wrinkles that employees should know about. Though the vaccine has generally been proven to be safe and effective, if you have a medical reason for not getting the vaccine, such as a severe allergic reaction to one of the ingredients, then that would be something you should bring up with your employer if they decide to impose a COVID-19 vaccination requirement. And the other thing is, if an employee has a sincerely held religious belief that the vaccine is not appropriate for them, they should also raise that with their employer. In that circumstance, the employer and employee should work together to see if a reasonable accommodation can be reached, such as agreeing that the employee will wear a mask at all times in the office if they do not get the COVID-19 vaccine. So generally, yes, employers are allowed to require their workforce to be vaccinated against COVID-19 with the few exceptions that we just talked about. That's it for this episode of 120 Seconds. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on a future episode, please go to our website, kleinmunsinger.com, and let us know.